Alright folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the Woodland Ranch. So, today, I'm going to show you guys how I bundle the wood. As you guys can see, I have a lot of bundles behind me. So this is, we're just going to kind of get right into the video. It won't be a long one, just, kind of a tutorial and showing you how, my process is on how I make them. I've been doing this for about close to like 8 months or something. I used to do string, and that stunk tying all those, so they used to always fall apart. So I switched to shrink wrap. So this is, I call the bundle maker. It is, let me adjust the camera. It's just made out of 2x4s. All the stuff just goes laying this way, and then I do one side, and then right here I've got a little piece to hold the shrink wrap, as you guys can see right there. So that is the bundle maker. So I made that just out of spare 2x4s I had laying around, and didn't take that long. So that's the bundle maker. That's like the main piece. This is just regular shrink wrap I buy on Amazon. Pretty good roll. I think it's 6 inches in length from the bottom to the top of the roll, and then they come in 2 packs for 15 bucks, so you can't really go wrong with that. Not bad at all. And then after my dad's work, he sells, they have a warehouse and they sell mowers, and some of the mowers come strapped on with like these nylon straps, so they're super long, and I cut them all to size, and then I got a staple gun, and then you got yourself a handle. So those cost me nothing, luckily, other than the staples, and the staple gun was only like 30 bucks, so that wasn't bad. This is a staple gun, DeWalt. So it's pretty nice, just feeds in from there. So right now it's practically empty, so I gotta fill that. But the staples are, this is the pack of staples. Like, these come in 2 packs too. Not too expensive. I got 1/2 inch for these. As you guys can see, actually I'm running low. Only got 2 things left, so that will fill this. So that kind of stinks, which means I gotta order some. But they're not too expensive. So that's that. And then, right now I'm doing, it's getting warmer out. So I've been doing mix of pine, birch, oak, just all softwood and hardwood mix. I usually always do that. Last year I did a lot of just pine. I had that's what I was supplying, that's just what I had laying around, was just a ton of pine. So that's kind of what I did last year. This year I have a ton of oak, like a lot. So a lot of it's, I've got 3 cords over there split full of oak. So next, those have been drying out for a decent amount of time. One of them I just filled, as you guys saw in the last video, so that one has to dry out longer. But the other ones have been drying out for already like 5 months, before last fall. So really all I have to do is just let those sit until next fall, and then I'll sell those. But this is how I bundle. So I do about 8 pieces. I'm $3 a bundle. Some people go 4. People are telling me to go 4. But I got a good thing. I'm the cheapest in town, which isn't the best, but when you got customers that come to you, if you go up, they might go to the other ones. I am on a side road though, so it's kind of hard for to get customers. But hey, I try your best. I try my best and advertise a little bit online, and it gets the job done. So I'm going to show you guys how I make a bundle. So from piece to piece, there's a couple different steps. So you take the wood, Sorry for the background noise, guys. You take the wood, I just lay about a couple inches off. I gotta mix this up a little bit. So like I said, today I'm just bundling some oak and pine and birch. These have to dry out before I sell these. But I figured, split the rounds and just get them sitting in here. And this actually gets super warm in the shed. It does not look like it. I mean, it was probably about 20 degrees in the winter. I came out here to bundle. And it was, no joke, like 40 in here. And it's not too tall, and I'm taller, so all the heat rises, so it's pretty nice. So this is just kind of, just like my bundling area. I just back the trailer right up to here, and it works perfect. And let me know what you guys think about, the $3 a bundle. If you guys think that's too cheap, too much. Just give me your input. So, it stinks that sometimes you gotta almost puzzle piece them together. And you just go around a couple of times. Once you get that first one done. And you just pull it tight. Itself. And then usually what I do, usually I'll just go on the other side, but for video purpose I'll just turn the thing around. Flip it on this side. You can almost just feel when the shrink wrap kind of wants to cut, so you just pull it tight. Don't let it loose and roll. They sell ones with the, as you guys can see, that is hollow right through the middle. They sell ones with a roller inside, so you can just let it roll and you don't have to kind of like turn it yourself. Problem with that is when I want to get it tight, you can't really pull because it's just rolling. So I always get those. I prefer those. They make them tighter. So then what I do is that you get the staple gun and whatever straps. Sometimes I'll pre-cut these if I have time. I'll just cut them if I have time, and then sometimes if I'm just bored, I'll just cut them, or I'll just cut them as I go. So then you just got your little strap. I do about 5 staples. I just don't want to snap off from experience. 3 is too little. And about 7 is just overkill. So I found 5 is kind of like the perfect number. But it's also more depending on the wood. I try to staple into oak if I can. Pine. I learned the first time I stapled, I got 2 small staples and they just ripped out of all the wood. But sometimes, this will rip out of the pine. So most times if I'm stapling into pine, I'll do a couple more. And there you go, on the strap. And you got yourself a bundle. So, I just stack it in the pile. And I do have another rack below here. Those ones are kind of getting high up there. So, I like to try to keep these at a certain height so they're not, they don't fall over, because that would stink, because they'd probably all break apart. So I'll do one more, and then we can do a time lapse of this load, and that will wrap up the video. yeah, like I said, just a short video. Yesterday it snowed, very unexpectedly. Or not yesterday, like Thursday into Friday, it snowed very unexpectedly. So yesterday I was planning on doing this video, and that got postponed to today because yesterday it was all wet. So I took the plow and everything off the Cub and the tire chains. So I had to use the John Deere to do our driveway. We only got about 3 inches, and then at the end of the day, by the time I got home from school, it was all just slush. But I just got it off the driveway. And my neighbor wanted me to, she didn't really want to deal with it. So she just had me come over, and I just did that. Just, pushed her driveway off. So next year, I probably will be doing videos on, putting the plow on, the tire chains. The plow is actually not too bad to take off. Putting it on is a little bit of a different story because there's a bolt, and you gotta, I usually always let the Cub cool down before I put the plow on, due to the muffler is right next to where the bolt goes in. So I've burned my hand a couple times trying to put it on in a hurry, and it doesn't feel too great. So I kind of try to leave. I try to just go to the, let that sit off to the side for a solid 20 minutes, so there's no chance of me burning myself, and that way it's easier. So I'll definitely be doing more videos, probably in the next winter, on plowing. This year it was a crazy year for snow. Would have been a good year to film, but we didn't really get into the every weekend until I think this is don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's our 6th week in a row. 6 weeks. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we have 7 videos out, and one of them was a couple months ago. So sometimes a couple pieces will break the shrink wrap, so you just gotta put it back on and pull tight, and there we go. Okay, let's see how it staples into this piece of pine. So I'm going to put I put 6 in that one, just because it is pine. And sometimes, you just got to test it. If it doesn't lift up, I usually hold it up for like a little bit. If it falls, and you just re-put it back on. And there we go, successfully folds. So yeah, we're gonna I don't have it too big of a load. I just split a little bit of oak, and then I grabbed some birch and pine for people usually just buy these for campfires, so they're fine to go outside. I do have, most of these are actually all just oak, so if it gets colder for some reason, who knows, then I will just put those out. But right now I have those out, and then I'm going to start putting these mixed bundles of hardwood and softwood out. That's the plan. So I'm just going to do a time lapse of this load. As you guys can see, this is the load. That's all it is, not too much. And then it's kind of a mess over here. I got the PV. But there is the rack of bundles, and I just use this other rack. So that is going to be it for me talking right now, and let's get to the time lapse. Alright guys, there we go. So that was all of them. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We made 9 bundles with that trailer load, and that was not a full trailer load at all. I just kind of threw them in there. As you guys can see, towards the end of that time lapse, the last like 2 get big because you know, you don't have enough to do 3, but you have a little bit more to do 2, so you got to do 2. You can't cheap out people. So you know, this one and this one. There's 2 over here. You guys can't see them, but there's 2 over there. They are they're heavy. So I'd really shrink wrap those ones and then put some longer handles on it. But that's that. And yeah, that's the process that I do for bundling. So let me know what you guys think. You know, I could do better. Yeah, just give me feedback, kind of. So as you guys can see, these are the bundles. So not too big, but you know, this one's a little bit bigger. So those last 2 were both oak. The trailer is empty. So that is gonna wrap up today's video. But you know, if you guys liked the video and you want to see more bundling, let me know. I don't mind, it needs to get done anyways. So if you guys like the video, give it a like, and if you guys want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on the Woodland Ranch.